Hi students, my name is Suraj Prasad and I'm a BTech graduate from IIT Patna, Electrical Engineering degree. And I've been associated with the askIITians for the past 4 years as a chemistry tutor. Today, we're going to discuss the chapter of General Organic Chemistry. Now, the carbon atom has introduced a new chapter in whole chemistry, right? That is General Organic Chemistry. So, what is this General Organic Chemistry is all about? How it is different from the rest metals, okay? What property of carbon makes it something different? What are various compounds and various chemical reactions that we'll be seeing here in the first part. So let's proceed to the introduction part. Hi students, so we're gonna discuss the most important chapter of chemistry, that is your General Organic Chemistry. And this will be the basis of the chapter in which we will learn some basic concept which we will introduce in the whole chemistry of organic, which we're gonna learn. Okay, we'll be learning many name reactions. It will be also helpful in your class 12th. Okay, so you have to be very active and you have to be very attentive in listening and grasping the concepts. So here we will first discuss that what is in the introduction part. Okay, what we will get to touch with the new concept of organic chemistry. Here we go. So the topics covered is, first of all, I will introduce that what actually I do mean by organic chemistry. Okay, what compounds which you will be learning here. Okay, what are those type, why those compounds. Okay, then I will be telling you something about the structural representation, because in organic chemistry you will always see that I am representing any molecule, okay, any compound by different ways. It is known as condensed formula, it is known as bond line diagram, okay, solid and wedge projection, sawhorse projection. So there are many steps which we are going to learn in the structural representation. I will also tell you those representation in terms of 3D geometry. So that is my 3-dimensional representation. Next, the most important thing, nomenclature of organic compounds. If you don't know about the nomenclature, then it will be very difficult for you to score a good marks in exams. Okay, because this portion, okay, it has a good weightage. Okay, not in the school exams but also in the JEE and all the IIT exams, all the state level exams. In most of the exams, there's a good weightage of around 2-3 names. Okay, 2-3 names in exam it comes. Okay, even it may come in in your JEE advanced sometimes. One question, big question, big molecule. Okay, and you have to name it. What is the IUPAC name of that compound? So in that form it may come. So you have to understand very carefully that how do I do the IUPAC nomenclature of those compounds. There are very specific rules for it. Then I will be discussing the isomerism. Okay, isomerism, because these compounds they exist in many states, many forms. Okay, and they are known as isomers of each other. So I will be discussing there the position isomerism, the functional isomerism, the optical one, the stereo ones. So those all you have to first of all learn all these concepts very clearly. Okay, very actively. Then I will proceed to the organic mechanism, reaction mechanism, because you will see a lot of stuffs. Okay, just like in inorganic chemistry, you must have seen you have to mug up, rectify many things. But here you will feel that, okay, do I need to rectify or do I need some concept? Okay, and you will feel that yes, there are concepts hidden there. Okay, if you learn those concepts, there is nothing to rectify here in the organic chemistry. Trust me. So those mechanisms, okay, how do those mechanisms evolve a new product from reactants, that I will be discussing upon. Then hyperconjugation. Now this is a very important property, okay, which helps in telling us that which molecule is more stable as compared to which molecule. So that also I will be discussing. Then purification techniques. Okay, we will be learning K. Jalal methods, Dumas methods. So there are many methods of purification. Okay, even we will be learning chromatography techniques. Okay, they will be calculating the RF values and all. So that is quite interesting. So it's just like the metallurgy chapter if you have learned, yeah, in class 10th metallurgy chapter. We do some extraction and then do we purify them. So in a similar note, we will do purify the organic compounds, okay, which contains nitrogen, which contains oxygen. So we'll do them. Then we'll do the qualitative analysis of that. That how much you obtain, okay, how much quantity of this molecule, of this compound, of this organic compound you obtain. So all those calculations we'll do here. Just like in the some basic concepts of chemistry chapter, we used to have the molality and those all related with the mole concept. Here we will be doing it with the organic compounds. Then to boost you up, I will be putting some of the JEE questions at the end. Okay, at the end. So which will improve your skills to make you familiarize that okay, these kind of stuffs are going to come from the organic chemistry. Fine, I'll be ready for it. Yeah. So here is what I'm going for the introduction part. So organic chemicals, okay, they are the compounds which appear in material like clothing, fuels, polymers, dyes and medicine. And this is the property which makes it very, very different, right? Your carbon, I'll tell you, the element carbon, okay, C, it is a very, very abundant element. It is very, very abundant element. Here I have given only few examples like clothing, fuels, polymer, dyes, medicines, but about 80 to 90% of the compounds, okay, of all the things which we daily use, right, it has carbon in it. It has carbon in it. So you can see how much abundant is that element, carbon. And for this only, this has introduced a new chapter to you, that is your general organic chemistry. Yeah, so this element is so much brave and so much, it's so much important that we have to introduce a new book for it. Yeah, organic chemistry. And who found the first compound? There was a scientist, okay, F. Fowler. He synthesized an organic compound, actually urea, and that too from an inorganic compound, okay. And then when he found out the properties, he got to know that okay, there may be many compounds like this, and then all this research work started, okay. Then all this research work started. So this was the compound, ammonium cyanide he took, okay, he heated up and he got the urea, NH2CO, NH2, urea he got. So this is what was the clue in his mind that okay, if I can get compound like this which is having a great, urea is having a big application, right, in the fertilizers industry and all, most of the industries. So with that knowledge, the research began now for the carbon compounds. So it's actually the compounds, okay, which is a constituent of your carbon, maybe of hydrogen and oxygen, CHO compounds mostly they say, okay. So, but oxygen may or may not, but C and H are definitely present. So they are your organic compounds. So students, in this part we saw that what actually we have to learn, how carbon atom came into the picture. It came from the first compound, it was obtained from the urea, Also, we see that we have to learn all the mechanisms in these reactions, the IUPAC nomenclature, that is very important, IUPAC nomenclature, as far as the JEE exams are concerned. In the next part, I will be teaching you about the structural representation, that how do we represent any molecule as a structure, as a different type of structures. Stay tuned with me for that.